Ramon kept on forgetting, for whatever reason I don't know, uh, about the countries up here at the top. These are actually the languages. The country is supposed to show by the flag at the front of the house. If it's Germany, then it's English and German. If it's French, it's English and French. Now, when I create a virtual house for a specific country, I wish that I could just press a button and the virtual house will appear. This is showing a nighttime shot of the house. In other words, after 5 p.m., it automatically turns to night and shows a whole bunch of different services at nighttime that you can't show during the daytime. This is good because this will show a variety of things. We can show daytime and nighttime to make it interesting. We can make summer, winter, and fall, and change the look of the house so it's always changing, even though it's the same house, so that the customer is always seeing something, not always seeing something new, but sometimes sees something new, to always bring them back for curiosity's sake. The original version did not have one for different seasons, even though we were working on it. We had one for nighttime, we had one for Christmas, but in Canada, half the people are Jewish and half the people are Catholic, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff in between there. So it would have been difficult to show all the various holidays, though everybody knows what Christmas is, and because most of the schools are considered quote-unquote Catholic, that they get away with that stuff. But then the Jews want to have their holidays too, so it's a little screwed up in Toronto. Anyway, the thing is, in Canada, the thing is that this is what it looks like at night. Now, I don't know how easy it is for you guys to make such a thing that automatically puts the country in, but for me, if it's easier, I can put in the country very easily, or at least I can certainly do the graphic, then send it to you, and you guys update it, rather than spending months on programming unnecessarily to do it automatically. Though it would be eventually when it's all in there, then it would be fine. Do you follow? Once we have every single country in there, it won't matter anyway. But I'm just saying that in this case, it would show whatever it is that we wanted to. In this case, I'm showing France, English, and French. Now, if it's in English and French, it could be Belgium as well, but it will fly the French flag down here, and we will know that it's that. Also, down here at the bottom, it will show the name of the city and the country again, so you can't possibly screw it up. Now, for whatever reason, Ramon kept on mixing this stuff up all the time. I don't know what the hell was the problem. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that this is what we must do. Now, if it's easier for me just to create the graphic and send it to you, and then you populate it with information, that's fine. But eventually, it might be just easier just to add all the countries now and get it done. And then we don't have to automatically add a virtual house. The virtual house will already be there, technically. But it won't be active until I activate it. This is something that we can discuss. Now, down here at the bottom, where it says ifix.hu, I originally was using that. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because I don't really care too much about Hungary anyway. But if it means that it's just easier for us to leave it there and I re-register this URL, then I can do that. That's not a problem. A larger box to be able to search for things. I'm not sure if we want to put in this. This is just to show a map of Europe. A map will just take up too much space. It's just easier to search, have a search window, type in the country, they find it or they don't. If they don't find it, then we can explain to them how to create a virtual house so that they can manage one themselves. This is necessary, and for, again, whatever reason, my buddy would keep mixing things up. This is showing the outside. This is showing the basement. This is showing the main floor. This is showing the top floor. And when you move your mouse over it, it should say so as a tooltip. But nothing will be said here. Here, if they move their mouse over here, it will show help. And then if they click on it, it will show a video that it will not be in any particular language, but it will just illustrate how it works. And then we can use the same video for every language rather than spending tons of time trying to create it in different languages. Okay, this is all I really wanted to tell you. Same with the help file here. Basically, we would show how this whole thing works from beginning to end so that they have a good idea. People looking at it will get it. I had interactive help files before that made them, if they clicked on certain buttons, it showed them which buttons to click on. But this version, I think, will be simpler, but we can discuss that too. Okay. If they want to make a booking right away without having to go through the virtual house after they've been there the second or third time, they may not want to go through the virtual house. They just may want to click on this and make an actual appointment with a tradesperson, bypassing the whole virtual house to begin with. The virtual house is a great thing if you have a PC, but most people and most small business people have a PC at home, and most of them have a wife that runs a little business from there, and this will be needed. And for customers too. They won't all be using their cell phones. A lot of them will be using their computers. Even though Europeans are a little bit more advanced in that respect, you still need a computer. You need a laptop to be able to do other things too. So, what else? Did I mention anything else? Anything else? Okay, no, that's enough for now. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know.